Hey guys, what's up? This is Hylianwolf here, recording my first Q&A videos. I posted a while back on my DeviantArt that I'm open for random Q&As, questions and answers more or less. I am completely bored and I'm still open for a little bit with questions and answering them. But seeing that YouTube probably has a little bit of a time limit, I'm probably going to stretch a couple of them here and there. So this is probably going to be more or less part one. And if more questions are popped on my journal sooner or later, I will still continue with them. But anyway, these ones are just more or less just, you know, I tell them it's like, you can ask me as many as you want. That feels appropriate. So, well, hopefully, you still hear me because my camera's right next to my stereo, so I turn it down a little bit because I like to have some music in the background. So let's get things started, shall we? Now forgive me around some of the name pronunciations, I do try. As Dark Lover, she asked me three questions. Number one, what is the difference between cell shade and full shade? More layers. Actually, if you think about it, cell shading, think of most majority of the anime you see. Cell shading is very limited shading, while as full shading is like what you see in everyday life. How you do it is really depending on you. It's just that with full shade, it says it right there, full shade. You gotta have more of he's like more darker, he's like more shadows and more highlights than in cell shading, which is basically when you follow the anime style cell shade. Is normally like base color, shadow, and highlights. All depends. Second question, do you draw every single day? I do, but it really depends if I actually got the spark to do stuff. I do a couple sketches here and there, and if one of them or some of them triggered more inspiration, then I'll do it. It's like then I'll keep on continuing. Other than that, it's just like I try to limit myself as much as I can. With hold on. Oh, sorry. Oh god, I just lost my train of thought. I try to limit myself around with not overdrawn because sometimes I do have artist blocks when I just draw way too much. They suck. Third question. Is it difficult for you to get motivated to draw for your doujinshi? Not really, actually. I always plan like 3 steps ahead, especially with Lunar Remix, if that's what you're probably inquiring. I gotta have a set idea of what I'm possibly gonna draw. Therefore, I type it out, then I draw rough sketches, then I do the finals, as well as get on the scanning and toning. But other than that, basically, no, just have a creative idea of where to go. Of course, music is heavily influenced with how I draw, and especially with Lunar Remix, since it's based solely off of all the trance music that I listen to. How I play the trance music is actually how it motivates me, how it creates the story. Next one is by Immortal Len. Jokester you are. If you could pick any of other planets to live on, if you could pick any of the other planets to live on, which one, which would it be? I hope you don't mean real life, or he's like, why I don't know if you mean by real life or fictional, but I'm just gonna say this on front. When I saw this, I'm sorry, Corneria. I'm a big Star Fox fan, and I love, even though there's very limited aspects of the planets, other than basically just concept, writings about it and what you see around the Star Fox games, I actually really like the idea. So yeah. Alright, and geez, already 5 minutes in. I need more. It's like, ask more questions, people, please. Only to the watchers of my, DeviantArt, alright? Who basically know me a little bit, but wants to know more. Next is Nero Angelo. He's like NA, basically. Nero Angelo. He's got, son of a bitch. I have slurring problems. He has 3 questions. One of them, what do you ship? I'm really boggled by your question, Nero. Other than basically, I ship pairings, which is, if you want to know all of them, basically, when it comes around to Bleach, Hitsugaya and Hinomori, Rangiku and Gin, Renji and Rukia, Ichigo and, Orihime, other animes that I supported a lot is Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. When it comes around to it, I'm sorry, Yusei and Akita. It's quite obvious. Let's see here. There's a couple other ones, actually. Quite obvious, of course. Around with Star Fox, Fox and Crystal. I think they're actually a really cute couple. Legend of Zelda, Boil It Down, Link and Zelda. Though around Twilight Princess, I'm okay with the idea of Link and Ilya. If that's how you pronounce her name, but anyway. Number 2, if you could have any superpowers, what would they be? Oh god. Possibly what my Sona already has, Barave, the ability to transform. Basically lycanthropy. Well, there's so much, basically, but what you see around with, Barave, really, her powers, I would really adore to have. But other than that, it would probably be, lycanthropy or transformation. Third one, oh god, you had to ask this. Number 3, if you could make any toilet paper design, what would it be? Under, he also added randoms. So many things have popped in my mind when I saw that question, Nero. Really? Okay, number 1, really? Number 2, probably the most one that I think will be just like the most random ass one is wipe here. Like big font letters on each little toilet paper square would be wipe here. There's some other ones that are a little bit cruder and probably I don't want to post on YouTube for probably around the whole maturity factor, but about like probably like a dozen and a half ideas popped into to my head when I saw that question. But anyway, those are the first 3 people that asked. I'm gonna post this on a journal, of course, as you will probably see. Questions will still be okay to be posted. Let me rephrase that. It's still okay for you to pop up some questions on the comments below. Please let me continue on. To anybody who watched this and has followed me on DeviantArt for quite some time, I would love to hear what your questions are, and I'll be happy to ask. Alright, Hylianwolf out.